right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
MT, take.
Right to the air, Burrow. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Get set.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
12.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throw left side, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Gun. Start. 12. Start.
From the 24. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Fields on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giants football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
11, mighty. 11. Here we go.
Play action now. Burrow. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
11, 11, 11. Shot.
From the 28. Ezekiel Elliott makes the catch. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
11, 11. Shot.
Third down from the gun. This will be caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
All right, ready? Here we go, here we go.
They kick the running back in motion. First down, Burrow to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. And it sets up second down.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11, 11. Shot.
To throw again, it's Burrow. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success. Those
poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. All right.
Again, it's Chubb. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack. Stuffed at the line a second time, and now it'll be 3rd and 10. Running back sent in motion. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Gun. 11, Thomas. Shot.
From the 27. He put everything he had into this one. Big gain downfield. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession.
Here we go.
They're looking at 1st down here.
Shot.
From the gun, Taylor. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
11 MT, tape.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Pass caught, 9-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On target to his man Taylor. He has the New York touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's brought down for a loss. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming.
Here we go. Hey, 551, 551. Right.
Fields out of the gun. He has the 1st over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. Right.
Chubb running out of the gun. This is ahead for about 5. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Go.
Play action, Fields. Trying for the deep ball. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Here we go. Need you.
Motioning the tight end now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
On one, ready?
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Let's get set. Stop.
Taylor trying the left side. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That stop coming from Henry To'o. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, stop.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Kelsey makes the catch. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Gun. 12. 11, mighty. 11.
They kick the running back in motion.
Stop.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. And that one's cut along the left sideline. They get 27 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless.
Here we go.
He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Receiver in motion, going left.
Stop.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down by Charles Omenihu on the play. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
On one, ready?
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants are on the move here.
On one, ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
From the 38. Taylor makes the catch. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. I try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10.
Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Giants take over as he records his 10th career INT.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six.
He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, New York. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants drive their lead to 11. Reed now to kick this one away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First and 10 from the 41.
Extend. Here we go, son. Sit high.
Fields looking to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Don't jump. Ready? Sit high.
Fields to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
He's back to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Here comes the final play of our first half. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll at least get this to register as inside the 20 on the stat sheet, as this is down at the 19-yard line.
14, Vikings 3.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
With that play clock getting perilously close to 0, Kevin O'Connell calls for a timeout. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good. Hey, 551. 551. Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Here's a loft deep down the middle. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
And with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Fields now, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. He has it at the 33. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense.
On 1, ready?
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
11, Thomas. Dot.
Burrow back to throw. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here we go, here we go. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. Dot.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop?
11,
That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Dot.
3rd and long. Here's Burrow. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defender comes away with it. Christian Benford has it.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. The left side is caught by Pitts. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Go Mark, go Mark.
Tight end going in motion here. From the 22 on second down. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. This one finds Taylor. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. New series coming up following the punt. And it's going to be Vikings football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ted. Here we go.
A pistol snap. Fields. Headed out right. On the run right. Throwing deep down. They connect on the deep shot. At the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Christian Watson with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here we go.
He's throwing for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's get set. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. Dot.
Burrow from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first.
11,
It's second down.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Looking to throw, Burrow. And they pick him off again. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their fourth interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. One interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot. Right.
The give inside to Chubb. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Don't jump, ready? Right.
Play action, Fields. It's into the hands of Chubb. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
On 1, ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. 11. Stop.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
11, Thomas. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT. 12. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
They've got a man in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he does what he can there, up to the 25. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, son.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Good.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
It's fielded at the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Son.
Throwing now from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Son.
Burrow. Kelsey makes the catch. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
11, 11. Good set. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Son.
Here's Burrow. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You know by now, Kate, what I call that. That's that car wash ball. Just come to life.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
when you throw that ball right
whoa.
through that car wash and you throw it with such velo, it doesn't get wet. It's do it with that kind of accuracy down the field. This dude's elite.
A give left side to Taylor. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here we go, here we go. Son.
1st down, Burrow to throw. On target to his man Taylor. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Son. Son.
Burrow setting to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Son.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal.
11 MT, Tate.
Throwing is Burrow. Has it in close. And that's a New York touchdown. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's trying to push the field. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
Here we go. Hey, 10. Tonight.
Off play action, it's Fields. Rolling out to his left. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Vikings losing by 7. To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Chubb. And he runs this down to around the 12-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. They send the tight end in motion left. To throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
He's on the move. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Defense relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Man in motion out of the slot. Desperation time here on 4th. And he brings it in. Touchdown, and a big decision coming up for him now. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. Oh, it's no good. Wow, they got the touchdown. They chose to play for the tie and not the lead. But they're going to remain down by 1 after they miss. It all comes down to this, partner. 30 seconds left down to score. They have to get this football back. And the Giants come up with that kick. They're going to hold on for the victory in this one.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Here we go.
They give to Taylor, right side. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Taylor again. And he's taken down on a short run that gets inside the 35. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Third and just 2 to go.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. It's good set. 11.
They go again with Taylor. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Just short on 3rd down. No gain on the run. And now what will they do on 4th? So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. Here's Riley Patterson. A lot riding on this field goal try. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And they can't push the lead beyond the field goal. So the Giants come away with the win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.